Thanks for joining. Today I'm going to focus on this part of the compensation plan, the unilevel organizational bonus. And this part, there's a couple of parts to it, but I'm going to talk about the 7 levels. So when you're moving along through doTERRA, you start going, whoops, move that a little bit different so it's not moving around, okay? So you move up through the different levels in doTERRA, and you have different levels, but then depending on what you do, you move up in rank according to the levels that you have filled out and the certain qualifications that need to happen, okay? So I'm going to share with you the basic qualifications needed for the unilevel organizational bonus, and then I'm going to show you how that works in a spiral. So I'm going to show a little bit of this in the left brain way. Okay, this is a little left brain, the logical part of it, the way it goes here, but then I'll show you the right brain way of looking at it, okay? So in order to tap into these bonuses, all that is saying is that you have a structure where you're placing people, or somebody is, on these different levels. And doTERRA pays you a percent up to 7 levels. Also, another part of this is called dynamic compression. Dynamic compression, which means that the computer will find however many people you have in those 7 levels, and if somebody isn't ordering on the 4th level, it will compress people up into those spots and fill in those spots, so that if you had 14 levels of people and maybe on some of your top levels there were some people that totally just didn't order at all, well, then the people down below would just fill that in, and you would always be paid at least 7 levels. So that's a really powerful part of the unilevel compensation plan. And another thing to understand about the unilevel is that it is the way that you make the long-term money. This is where you make the money that pays you down the road and that really gets bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? Because as these levels are filled out with people, you start to make a lot more money. And on the 7th level, you notice you're paid the most. So as it multiplies out, you make way more down the road. And I'll show you a little different picture of this. Anyway, we're just going to talk about the levels right now, okay? So the levels. Let's see here. I'm going to show you one more thing to make some sense. I drew this the other day, and so you'll see this on the next picture that I'm going to show you, which has the O, or doTERRA, inside this funnel. And this is illustrating doTERRA, all about the business, all aspects of doTERRA, the products, the business, all of that. And most people play doTERRA Classic, which that's what I like to call it. doTERRA Classic is this game right here on the outside of the funnel, doTERRA Classic. And that's the way people are typically doing the business of doTERRA. And what I'm doing is, funneling it down to the key drops that you need to know to really make the money in doTERRA, and what you really need to duplicate, simplifying it, just bringing it down to the essential drops and putting it into a spiral so that you can see it in a different way, okay? So with that, I'm going to move right along to the 7 levels, and I'll bring on another picture to show you. So for those of you who have hopped on and watched this before, this will be familiar to you. Let's see if I can tip that a little bit different so you can see that better. Raise that up a little bit. Okay. So this is a different way of looking at the compensation plan. So everything's been boiled down, And by boiling it down to the key thing, which I talk about being the $50 bonus right there, it's the thing that will simplify but then expand your business and make it huge. And you want that to continue to expand and expand and expand, just like nature. This is the business as nature intended it to be. That's what I like to talk about, because nature is a spiral. Nature is in the form of a spiral. And if you look at the compensation plan as a spiral, to me, it just makes a lot of sense. So that's what I'm doing here, is showing you the business in the form of a spiral. So right here, this is showing you in a spiral. This is level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is showing you on level 1 in the unilevel. This is unilevel compensation right here. So these are the percentages that you receive on each level. And this is received after the first 60 days that somebody's in the company with you. So if you enroll somebody right here on that first level, see there's number 1, you enrolled somebody on your first level. This is showing enrolling 5 people. But every time you enroll somebody on your first level, you will receive a 20% commission from their orders during the first 60 days. After that, the unilevel kicks in. So you start to receive, after the first 60 days, 2% from all orders that that new person makes that you enrolled on your first level. So everybody on your first level, you're going to get 2%. And then on the second level, everybody on the second level, you'll get 3%. And as it goes around and expands to your third level, it bumps up to 5%. As it expands, goes around to your fourth level, 5% again. Keep spiraling around to the fifth level, you get 6%. So as the levels expand, you get more, a bigger percent until you're getting 7%. Any questions about that? So the cool thing about this is that you are only worried or concerning yourself with this first spiral right here. And these people that you enroll and you make this money right here, get your $50 bonus, okay? But the thing that you want to do is to duplicate. Have it duplicated. Because when it's duplicated and you're not doing the work to enroll all of these people out here, then it expands faster and it's more solid. So the 25 people on the second level that I'm showing here, those ideally are enrolled by the people that you enrolled. These people on your first level are the people that enroll the people on your second level. Okay? So by having them do the same thing and enroll 5, you now have 30 people on your team, right? Because that's 5 plus 25 is 30. And it multiplies and increases the size of your team.